Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check new kit from ICM. As usual, I invite you to check full review article in the video description below. Just click on the link and you'll be able to read review in English and Russian with detailed photos, of course. As you can see, this is a new 1/48 scale jet aircraft from ICM, which copies MiG-25RBT. As you can see, it's written here that it's Soviet reconnaissance plane, and I'm sure that there will be other options, other versions available later, but now we have this RBT version. As you can see, box is quite big. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and we have this attractive box art on the front. Here's short history note and also some information about the kit. So assembled airplane will measure a length of 47 centimeters and wingspan of 28 centimeters, and it should be assembled out of 170 parts, which is quite surprising for 48 scale, I would say. And here you can see one of the marking options which is included into this kit. The box structure is quite typical for ICM, so we have color printed top part. As you can see, it's quite flexible, but no worries. Why? Because we have sturdy white cardboard box inside, which should ensure that all parts come to you intact and they won't be damaged after some rough shipment. Inside we have all plastic sprues packed into the same plastic bag, and that's not the best solution as usual, I say, but okay, I mean, we have what we have, so I hope everything will be alright for you when you have this kit in your hands. So let's check first the assembly manual, which is printed in form of this typical ICM brochure. As you can see, this one is color printed with first and last pages color printed. We have here short history notes, some technical specifications. Then we have decals, and decals look a bit, I would say, interesting, let's say. We have two decal sheets, and here you can see the first one, which is dedicated to stencils. Both are printed in ICM, by the way, and here is the second one with all main symbols. And I don't see any symbols for the cockpit, so get ready to paint the cockpit. So here we have parts map. Then assembly process starts with cockpit, of course. We gradually assemble fuselage. As you can see, there is a separate section for continuation, let's say. In total you will have to perform 100 steps in order to get your aircraft ready. And here you have marking guide for several marking options. So here we have first, second, and then we have third and fourth. As you can see, it's Libyan Air Forces, which can be quite an interesting marking option for your MiG, let's say. Now let's turn our attention to plastic sprues. I hope you remember that they're packed into the same plastic bag. So we just carefully remove them and check them one by one. Actually, it should be interesting. Why? Because now this kit will be considered as as the only decent MiG-25 kit in 48 scale, because all previous options were not as good as this one. So here we have fuselage parts, top and bottom one, as you can guess. Also we have some external elements here. But what is interesting here is detailing, because detailing is really impressive, and I can even zoom in camera so that you can see that all those panels feature nice recessed panel lines and riveting, which should look good after some careful weathering and washing done. Now let's zoom out, flip it over, and inside I don't see any position pins, but I'm sure that it will be fixed with some position elements, which will help you with alignment, because those parts are obviously too large to be fixed like the free elements. Then we have some tail parts. Note that rudder is molded separately, and here are the parts for it. What is interesting, because aerials are molded together with tail parts, and again we have full set of the external features, so recessed panel lines, riveting, and again we can zoom in camera so that you can see it closer. So here it is. Note that landing gear wheels should be assembled out of two halves, and I hope we'll see some alternative from Eduard, for example. But the detailing on those plastic parts looks quite decent for out of the box part, and I think for those who are not that demanding for their build quality, they can use out-of-the-box version. Here we have some cockpit elements. Again, I am sure that there will be some PE parts available for this kit, because I mean it's must-have. And for the tail parts inside, we have position pins, so no worries, they should be easy to align together. Next we have another plastic frame. Here we have huge air intakes and also the nose fuselage part. Note here the special guiding elements. Those parts, as far as I can guess, should be used for the sides of the fuselage. Here we have some parts for the pilot seat, and here as well. But again, I think some professionals will use resin replacement for those. And here you can see some moderate internal detailing, which should be visible through, I guess, if it's detailed like this. Next we have separately molded nose cone, and as you can guess, that's not that good decision to implement on such big kit. I mean, we all prefer one piece part, but when you check the recent Tomcat from Tamiya, which also has two-piece nose segment, so it's not surprising, I would say. Anyway, for professionals it should be easy to tackle. For beginners, they will play around a bit in order to get a nice result. Then we have here the dashboard. Note how interesting it is. It has throughout holes. I'll zoom in camera so that you can see it. And here we have some minor parts which look a bit thick. As far as I can guess, this should be pitot tubes and aerials, but we will check it in review article. I'll confirm it there. But nevertheless, they look a bit too thick for those elements. Then we have parts for external fuel tank, also for engines afterburners. Then we have landing gear legs, which are molded as one-piece elements, which should be assembled together. And also those parts, I'm not sure what they should be used for. I guess for landing gear wheel wells. Note that large fuel tanks have position pins only in both ends, and there are no position elements, guiding elements in the middle, as far as I can see or feel with finger. Even though here, for example, we have special recessed points, so that's why I'm a bit surprised how they gonna work. Next we have two plastic sprues for wings. Here is one, and here is the second one. Those feature the same level of detailing as all previous parts which we saw before, so no worries, and note that all wing mechanization is molded separately. Here you can see the other side, and inside we have position pins which should help you with alignment. And last but not the least, of course, is transparent frame which is packed into the separate plastic bag, so at least this one won't be scratched or damaged somehow during shipment. Nevertheless, be careful, and if you have a possibility to check, better check parts before purchase as usual. So here you can see transparent elements. Here we have even dashboard. Canopy should be assembled out of two parts. These are molded in excellent quality, but there are no masks included, so get ready to cut them by yourself. And also we have some parts for landing gear lights. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, this kit is quite nice, and I will be happy to hear your opinion in the comment section below. Just write it and we can discuss this kit together. And of course, if you want to help us, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!